Hi, welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. Now, the rumours that are going around big time today are all about Alexis Sanchez and about Manchester City, that they will test the resolve of Arsenal by putting in a £50 to £60 million bid for Alexis Sanchez. They're going to put it on the table and say, here are Arsenal, here it is. We want Alexis. He's got 1 year left on his contract. He's free to talk to any club he wants to in January, which means he can walk away for nothing. He can sign a pre-agreement with Man City or Chelsea, whoever he wants. Here is £50 million. You could get nothing. Here it is. What are you going to do about it? And if these rumours are true and the money is put on the table, this is where we find out what Arsenal are saying. Do Arsenal have balls on this one? Do they turn around and say, you know what, keep your 50 million. Yeah, it's a load of money, but we want to win the title. And we think to win the title, we have to have Alexis in there. To get into the Champions League, we have to have Alexis in there. So sorry, we're not interested in your money. It's what Arsene Wenger has said all along. He's not for sale. We may find out if these rumours are true, whether or not he's going to stick to that. And it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. Also, the resolve of Arsenal is going to be tested on Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Again, reports are that Chelsea are going to come in and say, here is 35 million for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Again, take it or leave it. He can walk away for zilch when it comes to January. He can sign a pre-agreement with us, or he can move, wherever he wants. Do you really want to get nothing for this guy? Here's 35 million. Take it or leave it. What will Arsenal do? As I've been saying, I'm worried on the Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain one, because I'm worried that Arsenal will look at this and think, well, you know what, actually, on Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, he's a very good player, but we've got other players that can play in that position. We've got Welbeck there, also Theo Walcott, Reece Nelson's emerging. Maybe, why not take that £35 million? And now, I'm worried about this, because I think if Arsenal do that, what they will underestimate is the fact that Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, number one, is emerging to be a very, very good player. Number two, he's going to play even better this year, I think, because it's an international season where at the end of the season there's the World Cup. Lots of competition to get into those World Cup places, so Ox will be playing his best throughout the season. And number three, he's a crowd favourite. The fans at Arsenal love Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Selling him will be a very unpopular move. Unless they replace him with somebody way better, it will be a very unpopular move. So Arsenal got to be very, very careful with this one. What they do, I don't know. I have to say that I am fearful that they will sell him to Chelsea. And again, if they do that, you're strengthening a rival. Why strengthen a rival? For me, big clubs don't strengthen. We've seen the other day with Chelsea, by selling Matic to Manchester United, and Chelsea, they just won the league. Look how everybody now, look how all of their fans are angry. Look how everyone's laughing at them and saying, what are you doing? You don't strengthen your rivals, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens with this one. Jack Wilshere today being linked with a move to Juventus. Now, he's been linked with several clubs, with West Ham. He's been linked with Newcastle. But apparently Juventus today interested in taking Jack Wilshere. Jack Wilshere just getting back to fitness, played in the under-23s. So he is starting to make a return. Again, another player with 1 year left on his contract. What a mess Arsenal are in at the moment. Lucas Perez, a guy who actually has a long contract, but Arsenal don't want. Well, he looks to be closing in on a move back to Deportivo La Coruña. Newcastle have been very interested in him, but apparently it looks like he prefers to go back to Spain, to go back to Deportivo. He knows he'll start week in, week out there. He knows he's the main man there. So it looks like Lucas Perez could be on his way back. Now, Arsenal linked with a couple of players today. Davinson Sanchez. Now, Davinson Sanchez, centre-half, plays for Ajax, only 21, Colombian international. Now, I remember watching this guy in a couple of games last year, and he's a very good player. Very, very strong. Still very young, still a bit raw, but the potential to be a top player. Spurs are said to be the team that are right at the front of trying to sign him. They're really interested. Ajax, by the way, are saying that he's not for sale. But there's rumours today that Arsenal are also interested in him. Lots of people have been saying that we need a centre-half. This guy, I think, will be a good addition because, you know, he's a very, very good player. Although not that experienced player that probably a lot of Arsenal fans would like to get in. He's still very, very young. Also, not linked with this player, but I'd like to ask this question. Now, West Ham United are closing in on the signing of William Carvalho of Sporting Lisbon, defensive midfielder who we've been linked with forever. West Ham are closing in on him. Now, I'm sorry. We need a defensive midfielder. That's my opinion. I don't know what you guys think. Francis Coquelin, not bad. Mohamed El Neni, he's okay. But we need a big, imposing defensive midfielder. William Carvalho is there. He's available. It's said to be £30 million what West Ham are about to pay for him if they get the deal done. Why are Arsenal not moving for him? Now, I'm sorry, you know, again, this is where I kind of fault Arsene Wenger in the fact that he has too much loyalty to players. I know that it's going to put somebody's nose out of joint by getting rid of it would either have to be Coquelin or it would have to be El Neni. In this case, probably for me, it would have to be El Neni. We need a defensive midfielder. Simple as. We saw it again the other night. Now, if you've got a Carvalho there that can sit and mop up, and you can say to Xhaka, or you can say to Ramsey, or you can say to Mesut Ozil, all those guys, go and play your football. There's a shield behind you. That is what we need. Why are Arsenal not moving for William Carvalho? I don't understand it. He could be at West Ham. That means that if Arsenal went in there with the same sort of bid and said, listen, what's your choice, mate? West Ham, right? Or coming here to Arsenal to play, you know, with superstars in front of, you know, 60,000 people every week. I don't get it. But he could end up at West Ham, which means if he does end up at West Ham, we feel that in the defensive midfielder position, we are fine, which I'm sorry, we are not. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. Please don't forget to subscribe here to ArsenalFanTV. And also, don't forget to check out a brilliant interview that is going to be dropping today. That interview with John Smith, super agent, the author of The Deal. Spoke to him about transfers, the intricacies of it. Spoke to him a lot about Arsenal's transfer situation. As I said yesterday, he was the guy who, when I interviewed him, warned me about all of these players who at the time were on 18 months. Everything he said has come to pass. If you want expert opinion on transfers, make sure you check that interview out, which is going to be up later on. Thanks for watching AFTV Transfer Daily today, and we'll be back tomorrow.